Shannon. Shout out to Shannon. I'm sure she's watching this. As I was giving her my house tour, she's like, oh yeah, like I know about this. But we went to a Mexican restaurant that has really strong margaritas, and I had one, and I was feeling saucy, so I was like, let me do a Q&A. I know I do my girl talk videos, which are questions that you guys ask about life, but this is a Q&A video for questions about me. And so I have some Sauvignon Blanc here, and I'm going to be drinking it and answering your questions. It's kind of hard to like hold all this stuff because I have my mic and my Blue Yeti. I'm getting sent a new one soon, so okay. First question, and some of these are from Patreon, so if you didn't see them in the community tab, that's why I told Patreon they got first dibs. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. David Dobrik, Logan Paul, Shia LaBeouf. At first glance, fuck, Logan Paul, marry, no, yes, fuck, this is hard, okay. Fuck Logan Paul, maybe marry David Dobrik and kill Shia, but hear me out. I love Shia. I don't want to kill him. I actually do want to marry him, but I feel like he's probably just a little bit cray. So I don't know if that would be a good idea to marry him, but what I really want is, yeah, marry Shia, fuck Logan, kill David. I'm so sorry, David. I love you, but I don't really see you that way. Okay. How was your first time? Were you nervous? I was a little nervous. I was 16. It was with Tony, who is my boyfriend still. I wasn't like totally nervous because we had tried before, but I remember like planning it out in advance because like I knew my parents weren't going to be home, and I had them come over, and then I remember like afterwards going to like my girlfriend's house, and I was like, oh my god, everyone, guess what I did, and I was like so excited and felt really cool, but like it was pretty like anticlimactic, no pun intended. Like, is anyone's first time like not like that? Okay. I'm curious how you handle your finances with Tony. Is it 50-50? How's it gonna change after marriage? Any tips? I won't get like too much into tips, and since I want to kind of keep these like quick questions, but me and Tony basically do 50-50. I think that makes sense for the most part, unless like one of you makes a substantially more than the other. But like we don't nickel and dime each other for stuff. Like I pay for a lot of things, he pays for a lot of things, and it kind of just like evens out on its own. But when it comes to like rent and big expenses like that, it's 50-50. How is this going to change after marriage? Tony's going to pay for everything, and I'm not going to pay for anything, and I'm going to quit my job and become a housewife and just buy a bunch of Hermes purses, and he's going to pay for everything. Okay, next. What was your worst hangover, and what did you drink to make you so hungover? Oh god, I don't know. It's like every single Sunday, and I just drink a bunch of shots of different things and mix a lot of stuff. Just kidding, but I mean, kind of, okay. What would you do if you won the lottery? I would hire somebody to like help me learn how to invest my money. I would buy a house. I would put money aside for like my kids, my future children's college fund. I would donate to some charities in need. I would make sure my parents are all set. My sister, maybe give some to my friends. Do you want kids? Yes, I do want kids in a couple years. Not yet. What's the craziest thing you did in college? was your college experience? My college experience was a little bit different because I commuted to school. I didn't like live in a dorm, so I didn't have like that typical like movie college experience. My college experience was like not anything crazy. I just kind of like lived my normal life. That being said, my normal life is a little crazy. So, have you ever been in a fight and thrown hands? No. I've had girls try to fight me personally, and I told them like I'm not a trash bag and I'm not going to fight you. But I really only said that because I didn't want to get my ass beat, and I know that I could never fight anybody. But also, yeah, I mean that's like a lot. What's your dream proposal and what's your dream ring? I'm not gonna like say my dream ring because I don't want to like put it out into the universe. Tony knows what my dream ring is, and you'll see it when we get engaged. My dream proposal is something that is just thought out, that Tony has put effort into. I'd love, if possible, for like my friends and family to be there afterwards. But if not, like if he just wants to be alone, that's fine, as long as it's something that like he put a lot of effort into and it's romantic. Okay, how would you react if you found out you had been cheated on? Like how would you conduct yourself? I don't know. I think I would be like really calm about it at first, and I would just think in a really like calculated way on how that I was going to kind of call the person out about it. If it was Tony, like, oh, I don't even know. I would like plot and plan and make a spreadsheet about like how I was going to murder him, perhaps. Okay. Who would be your celebrity free pass for one night? I have so many. I mean, I don't know if Tony this says it's my free pass, but celebrities, I love Shia LaBeouf. It comes to the top of my mind. Lil Peep, R.I.P., Tom Hardy, Charlie Hunnam, Leonardo DiCaprio, circa, 2009, 2005, 97, pick a year. Yeah, those guys. Do you have a teeth whitening routine? Oh, that's funny. Because I actually just started whitening my teeth yesterday. I just do like the Crest white strips every like year or so, whenever I feel like it. You put them on, leave them on your teeth for like 30-40 minutes, an hour, and do it for like a week, and your teeth will be white. Using those like whitening mouthwashes, they don't work. The dentist has told me that. Those lights, they don't work. It has to be something that sticks on your teeth, the gel. So go get Crest white strips. They do work. You just have to keep them on for the allotted amount of time. So put them in, watch a movie, cook dinner, do whatever. You can leave them on for a while. Okay. Alright, that's all Patreonic. Somebody asked how to make friends, keep your friends close. Again, I don't want to get too much into the advice. I'm just gonna kind of keep it more like light and fun. So I'm going to skip those for now. Okay. Having been with your boyfriend since you were both teens, do you ever feel like you missed out on meeting someone else? No, I don't. I don't know. I'm sure like we've both had like pangs of that. We're literally human, and I wouldn't be resentful of him if he's thought that, because again, we're human, and because also I know that like I'm confident enough in myself to know that like he doesn't need anybody else. Like he's got the full package right here. Also, I love Tony so much. Like I like look at him sometimes while he's sleeping, and I'm like, I don't even know like what I would do without this man. Like after 11 and a half years almost, I'm fully in love with him. Like love him as like, I was gonna say like brotherly love, like that, like in that just undying love, but then I have that, but then I also have like the passion too. Like we're still full on like attracted to each other and like stuff like that. So and stuff. Yeah, I didn't get to like date, but I'm not worried about that, and I can just do that whenever we get divorced, and I take all of his money in like 20 years or so. So, okay. Who is your favorite beauty YouTuber? Carly Bybel. She's the OG. She's gorgeous. Shout out Carly. Let's collab. You live in New Jersey. I live in Philly. Why did you start YouTube? I used to love making videos as a child. Me and the twins, my best friends, would make like movies and stuff. I loved the camera from day one. I also loved makeup. Combine those two passions. That's why I wanted to start YouTube, and I started YouTube when I was like 15. Were you in a sorority? No, I was not. What is one piece of advice you'd give to your younger self? Save your money. Do really well in high school. Try in high school. It will save you money down the line if you just try. How did you feel about Jake Paul and Dana Mojo? Jake Paul needs to grow up and get his shit together. He's a little bit immature right now, and I hope that he's able to grow out of it for his own sake. What do you think about the Call Her Daddy podcast? So I think this person's referring to the fact that Sophia, the co-host, is no longer there. I think that definitely helped to have Sophia. Unfortunately, she screwed Alex over, and that sucks. And I don't stand that. Like, I was so in the wrong. But I do miss kind of her toxicity and like her energy on the podcast. So that being said, I just think that Alex should add me to the podcast. So yeah. Thoughts on WAP, the song by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. So good. Me and Tony's family had like a little cousin's girl trip. There was like 10 of us, and we went to the Poconos, the mountains, if you're from PA. And it was our anthem the entire weekend, and we made an inside joke about it. When she goes, I want you to park that big Mack truck. Did she say Mack truck? Right in this little garage. And I turned it into, I want you to park that hot dog truck right in this little garage. Don't ask me why. We were eating barbecue, and that just came up, and now it's forever an inside joke. Wow. That's some ass. Okay. Oh, did somebody ask? Somebody else said, being in a long-term relationship, do you feel like you missed out? No, but I get that. I do understand that. I personally don't feel like that, but sure. I mean, yeah, I get it. I get why some people would feel like that. Any issues with dealing with family members or friends that are totally opposites of you politically, and how do you deal with that? Yes. Some of my friends, and not my family personally, but Tony's family, are not on the same wavelength as me politically. To like all different levels, like some on the spectrum of just like, you know, I don't support obviously like racism, this and that, but I like what Trump has done for like our economy, blah blah blah, whatever. To some just like full on like honky tonk like Trump supporters, and it sucks, but like you really just have to, if you want to keep the relationship with that person, as long as, again guys, we're not getting into like racism and actual like issues of your character, but if it's simply political, you just can't talk about it. You have to like say like, you know, we really can't talk about it, especially during this election. Like, I've told friends, like, they're like, well, why can't you just like see where I'm coming from, or like agree to disagree? And I'm like, look, this election personally, I can't see where you're coming from. I really don't understand it. I don't side with it, but I do love you. I know that you're not a piece of shit person. I know that you at your core are a good person, and that is why I choose to be around you, spend time with you, have you in my life, and be friends with you. I don't agree with the decision that you're making, but I think for our best sake, like, we cannot talk about it. So it's what you have to do at the end of the day. And again, I am not Yes, absolutely. I would love to do that. You're so optimistic. How do you stay so positive when the world runs on negativity? Oh my god, the amount of fucking flies that are in this house. I just simply, I mean, everyone gets caught up in it sometimes, but I just kind of, when shit hits the fan or shit happens, I just kind of train myself to stop, look around, and be like, okay, let's accept this. This is happening right now. It is what it is. How can we move past it? I'm very solution oriented. I'm a problem solver. And I see it as like a puzzle. Like, how can we get out of this? How can we fix this? Instead of woe is me. Because if you have that woe is me attitude, I don't like that look on people. I think it's just a bad look. It just brings you down. It's just, you're like, it adds an extra 100,000 pounds to you and just makes you ugly on the inside and out. Shit happens to us all, and everyone has the right to like feel and grieve and whatever in their own way and deal with their shit, but it comes a point where you just gotta keep on trucking in your life. You're only here for a certain amount of time, so you gotta just like find what makes you happy, gravitate towards that, and keep pushing. Who's your girl crush? I mean, I have so many girl crushes. Who's my like main girl crush right now? I don't know. I don't have one that like I'm so obsessed with. I love every girl. I don't know. What do you think about girls having sugar daddies? Would you ever have one? If you did have one, what would your boundaries be? I'm only answering this because a girl asked it. Girls having sugar daddies, that's your choice. As I think most of the time, unfortunately, it's not like, yeah, like badass, like female, like yes, queen. I think it's usually there's like some sort of deep-rooted, like maybe like an insecurity, like a daddy issue, like whatever there. Not always, and I hope that there can be more just like empowered women choosing to like get a sugar daddy because they just feel like it. Would I ever do it? I mean, I have no idea. I can't like obviously picture that being my life because I do have a boyfriend, he's in the picture, and I'm not looking for a sugar daddy, but I don't know. It's hard to answer that question. I don't like hate on girls, I guess, that have one, but at least like be honest about it. Like, I don't know, like Lala from Vanderpump Rules is so gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous, and she's dating this man who's so much older than her. Just, I mean, can someone just say it? He's not really a good looking guy, and the only reason she started dating him is because he has money, and the only reason she married him is because he's got money, and that's fine. I'm sure she fell in love with him in some way in the process, but like, I mean, girlfriend, come on, like, please just admit that like the relationship is what it is. My favorite music genre slash band, I really like EDM. So I don't necessarily have a favorite band. I just really love like pop EDM, like dance music, and then some hip hop. Randomly, I love the song by Luke Bryan. I hate country music, but I love this song. It's like 1 margarita, 2 margarita, 3 margarita shot. I just like what I like. If I hear it and it's catchy, like, I'm gonna listen to it. Okay. What's the secret behind glowing skin? Wear SPF. Always take your makeup off at night, even if it's just a makeup wipe and you're wasted and you leave it by your bed. Always moisturize. Lather your face in oils. What's your favorite movie and TV show of all time? Favorite movie of all time? Titanic. Favorite TV show of all time? I don't think I could pick one. I'll rattle off a few. Mad Men, Sons of Anarchy, Breaking Bad, Ozark, The Simpsons, Shameless, Power. Yeah, I love right now Selling Sunset. So freaking good. Okay, this one's not safe for YouTube, so let's read it in You should do both. And not, as she said, some people are against giving but will receive. No, that's not right. Ew, that's absolutely not right. No, no. Both. It should be both. It's a two-way street. Okay. Favorite restaurants, places in Philly. I can give you some bars because that's just more where I frequent. Bar restaurants. I love anything that's like a rooftop bar. Attico, Assembly, Stratus. I like Morgan's Beer in the summer. I like Conshohocken. I like Manayunk. What's your take on marrying young? My fiance and I are in our mid-20s and getting married next year, but I face some backlash. Well, if you're in your mid-20s, like, I wouldn't say you're like so young to get married. It just depends how long you've been together. I personally I didn't feel ready to be married or ready to be engaged until I was like halfway through 25. Now I'm at the tail end of 26 and I'm ready to get engaged. So I think it's up to you. Just don't do it too early. Like, you have all the time in the world to be married and live your life. But it's your life. Who really pisses you off? So there is Jessica. No. Who pisses me off? People that are just so like fake, I guess, and just like try to fool themselves and fool the world about certain things. Yeah. Fake, lying people, I guess. Like, just be yourself. Like, yourself can't be that bad. What's your favorite style of pubes? Okay, we're gonna go past that one. How are you dealing with the world going to shit? I've been feeling so overwhelmed. Yeah, the world is definitely going to shit. I mean, I think I'm just focusing on like furnishing my house and work and my friends when I can see them, and I don't know, I'm trying to like keep my mind busy. But yeah, I definitely get pangs of like, oh my god, I'm like wasting like my precious years in my 20s, or like, you know, I can't travel right now, or like whatever the case. I definitely get pangs of that. But like I said before, you just have to kind of keep on going. We're all in the same boat. Every person in the literal entire world is in the same boat. So you just have to like, I think that helps to know that like you're not alone. I like to watch, this is so weird, does anyone else like to do this? I like to watch like just funny movies and like shows and things where like the characters are like very relatable, and I just kind of feel like even though they're playing a character, I'm like, someone in the world like is that character living that life. And I like to just kind of find comfort that like other people are in my situation, or like don't have all their shit together, and that's okay. We're like all in this together, you know? How did you meet your boyfriend? We went to high school together. It's funny because we actually both went to the same Catholic school when we both lived somewhere else than we do now. We went to the same Catholic school. He was in the grade above me. And I moved when I was little to where we're at now, or where my parents live. He moved there like 10 years later. I was friends within his friend group. I told his one friend that I thought he was cute. And then his friend told Tony, like, oh yeah, Julia wants you. And then he got my phone number and started texting me, and then the rest is history. What are your thoughts on marriage? I would like to get married. I think marriage is great if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I don't think you need to be married to have permission to like be in a loving relationship or have kids or buy a home or anything like that. But you know, people like it. It's like a special thing. It's sentimental. It's commitment. Do you want kids? Yes. Who do you look up to in life? sister. I don't know, some other like businesswoman, like bad bitches. Do you have siblings? Yes, I have a sister. She is 3.5 years older than me. What does Tony do for work? Tony is a carpenter, and I make him build all my IKEA furniture, and he hates it. Okay. Are you and Tony 420 friendly? Tony is more 420 friendly than me. I'm not friendly. I'm just not best friends, if that makes sense. Alright guys, that's all I'm going to answer for today. I think I got really most of them. So it's funny how, with the girl talk videos, I go on and on and on for like ages. So maybe you guys could find some relaxation in this more like fast, unpredictable whisper type of situation. I hope you guys enjoyed